My name's Todd Drake. I'm the executive and student pastor at 2911 Church. Been here for 8 years, and currently I am 31 years old.
All right. So what would you say are some of your greatest strengths as a leader, and how do they enable you to lead effectively?
I'd say one of my greatest strengths would be my passion for whatever I do. I don't like to. I know nobody can, but I really struggle with jumping into a situation when I don't have passion for it. And I've learned that the way I lead is through my passion. Maybe not through my talent or through my skill set, but when I throw my passion into it, it seems to work. And that's one of the things that's made it successful here.
Perfect. What is the greatest challenge you have faced as a leader, and how did you work through it?
One of the greatest challenges that I have had to face is the transition from being that young youth pastor that nobody really respects, everyone kind of likes because the teenagers like him, to transitioning to more of an adult kind of person that can deal with adults and preach to adults and lead adults. And the way I dealt with it was kind of baby steps. It started years ago. I went on a mission trip with some of the men in our church and just kind of led quietly with them, kind of tried out different leadership styles. It's totally different from youth ministry to adults. Mm-hmm. And that transition was very difficult, and I had to navigate slowly. I think I learned that the quicker I do things, the worse I do things. So I try to take things deliberately and slowly, and more, I guess, utilize more of a proving myself over time than just jumping in and just expecting you to follow me.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, next question. Are there any experiences in your past that you look back now after gaining wisdom and knowledge that you would have changed the way you handled it in leadership?
Yeah, probably like everything in like the first 5 years of ministry. I think what I've learned is I need to deal. I know we talk about in the Christian world that Jesus was 100% grace and 100% truth. And as humans, none of us will ever be that because we're not him. I operate more in the 100% truth realm. Bluntness is a fruit of the Spirit, according to me. And I feel like one thing that that I would go back and look at is working and operating more grace in my younger days. People even kind of say I'm softer now, and I think it's because I try to use more grace than I used to back when I first started, because it was just 100% true. This is the truth, get on or get off, and let's just go. And some people need more prodding than that. I would prefer you to tell me just 100% truth, and that doesn't work with most of the world today. So that's my biggest regret, is probably not utilizing grace more often. I think I had a lot more setbacks in my younger days because I didn't understand how to deal with people.
All right, and let's see, I've got another question here. Okay, what are some tips or advice you would give a college student like myself concerning leadership and what to expect in leadership?
What I would tell you, just starting off, is understand that leadership's a journey. It's not this defined way of doing life. It really, I think the best leaders would tell you that they had a plan, but they allowed God to maneuver that plan. I started in ministry with a specific plan of how everything was going to go in my leadership, and within 6 months it was completely wiped clean. I would encourage you to not just stick to a plan, but kind of stick really. It sounds kind of cheesy because as Christians we're supposed to do this, but to really learn to follow the leading of the Holy Spirit. Because when you follow the leading of the Holy Spirit, it's not going to go the way you anticipated, but it's just so much easier. God has a specific way he wants your life to go, and if you choose to follow that way, it's a lot easier. However, you're human, so you're not going to do that, and you're going to have to learn by failure. And I think that's one thing that I would just say is just know that it's not going to go the way you expected. And I had this massive plan for my life as a youth pastor 10 plus years ago, and it hasn't gone that way. And I can see now why, because the Todd that I am today would not go well with the ministry that I expected myself to have. Right. And I've learned a lot more because I'm willing to go with whatever God would have.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are right at 5 minutes, so thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.